Third gear. He's just savage. Hey up everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh and you are watching Just the Driven. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you, letting you listen and talking you through the stage 2 parts that we've got fitted onto this car. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So guys, as you've just seen in that little bit of an intro there, we are now stage 2 on the M240i. We visited Pumaspeed a little while ago now, probably a week or so ago, to go and get their brand new R-Sport sports cat fitted to my car. Now I didn't take my cameras down there, I took my phone down and I've got some montage clips of the pipe being actually fitted. And this video today is going to be about how the car sounds, what the car is like now it's on MG Flasher Stage 2, and just my general review and thoughts on the Stage 2 M240i. And this also applies to the M140i as well, given that they're exactly the same engine, same with the Supra, the Z4, the 340i, 440i, 540i. There's so many cars that have this B58 engine now. But enough waffling from me. If you want to keep up with the channel, like the video, subscribe, that little red button somewhere down here. Check out my social media down below, and let's get straight into the sexy shots. So in this video I wanted to give you guys a bit of a review as to what stage 2 is like. Now of course on paper you don't get that much power, we're talking maybe 420 or 430 up to maybe 450 or 460 realistically. Now there's one thing that is really grinding my gears at the moment, and it's to do with tuners who basically overinflate their figures to try and make their tunes look better than others. So no doubt you guys would have seen other YouTubers with B58 engines getting stage 2 tunes that are doing 480, 490 horsepower, and realistically you're not even going to get that with a TU fuel pump. But in my very limited experience of driving this car at stage 2, you can definitely tell there's a lot more mid-range. Now I am on the most up-to-date version of the MG Flasher map. I can't remember exactly what custom code it is. I think it's 6.9 and whatever the most recent update of that is. And compared to the stage 1, massively more torquey. Like there's so much more in the mid-range and it just really pins you back in your seat. And it just seems to be the full package. Whereas stage 1 gives you a lot of torque most of the way across the rev range, stage 2 really just bumps it up and you've got a full fat tune there in my experience. Now I've got my burble set to style 1 at 70%. Now I don't know whether this is entirely safe for the sports cat, I know they say on the stock downpipe not to go above 60%. So again, it's one of them where if it does have a detrimental effect, then so be it. That is my problem. But however, just listen. And then the downshift. We've got the pops at the back. It just sounds ridiculous. Got a bit sideways. Then it is still very damp, very moist, and I've got extremely cold tyres. That it just never fails to amuse me, and I think with the M Performance exhaust, it is a nice jump up over stock. The stock B58 exhaust on the 140 and 240s. It is still a little bit quiet, in my opinion. It could do with a little bit of opening up, and the sports car has done exactly what I wanted it to. As you can hear, if I go into comfort mode now instead of sport, you can probably just about hear the car, but that's mostly because the microphone's very, very sensitive. If I close my window here, nice and quiet, you can barely hear the car. If I'm on the motorway, I do quite a bit of motorway driving for work. There's no drone, there's no resonance, there's no nasty sounds, there's no nasty vibrations, there's no tinniness. It just sounds meaty, it sounds really, really good, and I'm exceptionally happy with it. And the great thing is, the best thing about this is if you want to be an Asbone, you want to get some noise, just downshift. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And we're not even talking about how fast the car is now. This is purely just based on the sound with the R Sport sports car. And the actual sports car itself, brilliant piece of kit, looks really well. Of course, it's going underneath the car, so you're not going to see it. Nice polished finish. You can see the cat inside. It's a Euro 6 cat, so come around MOT time, I don't need to swap the downpipe. I don't need to worry about not passing an MOT. All I need to do is to get the car a little bit warm before it goes in, and it should pass without issue at all. Now, talking of power, MG Flasher Stage 2 says up to 470 horsepower on 98 or 99 RON. Of course, they do have a 100 RON file, but we don't have 100 RON in the UK. So I'm currently using the 98 RON file, and my God, I did not expect such a difference. It's just, it turns it from a very, very fast car at certain points in the rev ranges to a ballistic missile from start to finish. It is genuinely mind-blowing. I feel like I have to hold on and really concentrate when driving, especially when driving it quickly and in sort of wintry conditions, so to speak. But if we can get a bit of a gap in front of this car, or this van rather, he just wants to he just wants to step out. And we're about to go into a motorway now. In fact, we're getting blocked off by a car. We'll let this Golf go past. Third gear. He's just savage, absolutely savage. I'm just going to close the window a little bit now because it's going to get a bit noisy since I'm going the national speed limit. But just the way it delivers the power is so intense. Now, one thing that does gripe me a little bit is more to do with the weather than it is to do with anything else. If you are in normal traction mode, so you've not turned it into Sport Plus, you've not turned traction off, it does cut quite a lot of the power because it will spin. If you are in Sports Plus mode and you're not feathering the throttle or not looking after the throttle, it will send you sideways, backwards, into a rail, into a hedge, and then my M240i will be no more. So I cannot wait for it to get a little bit drier so I can get some heat in the tyres so we can have some proper good runs. Now, I haven't done a draggy on this tune as of yet. It's pointless at the moment. I can't really get traction in, even at 70-80 mile an hour, and I'm running Michelin Pilot Sport 4s as well. Even at 70-80 mile an hour, it still wants to step out on an uneven road. And unfortunately, local to where I live, I don't have a load of roads to choose from when it comes to doing draggy times. Of course, I have to be a private road to be able to do the 100 to 200 times. But whichever private roads I've been on and tried to do it, even without the draggy, just to see what it feels like to compare it to the M40, it's jumping up and down, it's trying to spin and it's cutting the throttle. So it's just not something I'm probably going to do yet, but just listen. Pop, 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 pop. It's just so nice of a tone. I genuinely don't think this car needs an exhaust, and the only reason why I would get one is to opt for an exhaust that allows me to have it straight through or valved with a back box. I will be doing a full stage 2 review video where we've got, you know, cameras on the back of the car, cameras on the front of the car. I just wanted to update you guys with what's going on with the car, because I appreciate that I haven't uploaded in the last couple of weeks. I've got a bit of time off work. That'll allow me to do some editing of the Inspired Automotive drive out, editing of the Luffy video that I've done, and I still want to go out and edit a video about the MG Flasher settings and finding them that's perfect for us. So there's a lot of stuff coming on the channel, but this video was dedicated to the sports car, and let's just hear it raw one more time. 5th gear. It's just enough, and that's with the windows closed. And I have found that the BMWs, I don't know about the M140, I can't quite remember, but this car especially, when the windows are closed, it has a lot of sound insulation. So based on what you're hearing, it is quite a bit louder than what it actually is coming through on the video. But again, I'm going to do my best to get as much information on this sports car, sound, sport mode, normal mode, just so you guys know exactly what you're getting into. But overall, it's a fantastic product. I'm really, really happy with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the montage shots, something a little bit different that I haven't done for a while. But of course, if you do enjoy this video, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my social media, which is all down here. Keep your eyes out for a full stage 2 review video, and I'm looking forward to getting out and driving this car a little bit more when the weather gets better. But for now, I'll say goodbye, and I'll catch you in the next one.